Hello, welcome back to the Intuition Experiment. I'm Julie. Pleasure to have you along for the ride. It's a different day. It's a different hoodie. It's still March break though, and I am once again locked away in my room for a little minute so I could sit down and make this video. I wanted to do a follow-up from my last video where I was discussing some of the angst, some of the worry in the sheer size of what I am dreaming for myself, the things that I know are coming my way, these incredible, massive blessings and changes that are literally just, they are here for me now, and I'm about to start seeing them come to fruition. That being said, I recognize that in last video, I may have alienated myself from not one, but two whole countries, those being Italy and France. So I wanted to kind of like follow up and discuss a topic that has been pretty steady on my mind, and that is one of inspiration versus obligation. And I say this in relation to these two countries because truth be told, I have a vision board, massive vision board. On my vision board, right beside all of the countries, like the travel sector, like, ooh, all the amazing, like, I get sweaty palms when I think of all the traveling and all the places in the world that I'm going to go and see. I have right next, right to the right, to the right, to the right. That is not the song, but today it is. We have where we live. It's the where we live sector. Top, front and center. I have Italy, I have France. Below that, I have pictures of like condos and furnishings and just all of these, lovely things that I want to manifest for myself. Point being, for a long time, I've been just like so jazzed about the thought of moving to Italy, the thought of moving to France. For sure, when I think of visiting, when I think of touring, when I think of, like literally going to do the touristy thing and explore these countries, I'm super invested. Like, sign me up. This is how excited I am about the idea. Sign me up immediately. I want to go. I think these countries are chef's kiss, right? When I think about living there, I do not get that intuitive, immediate gut feeling of like, that's it. That is the spot. But I think for a long time, I have been stressing over the idea of manifesting things into my life, the law of attraction, the idea that I need to pinpoint with exact certainty where exactly I believe I am supposed to go. And I hold that vision in my head and I watch it become a reality for me. And so I've been, because I want to so much visit these two countries, Italy and France, I thought, well, surely it's one of them. It is one of them. And I was trying to make something fit that doesn't feel like the right fit. I think it was this sense of obligation of having to pinpoint exactly where in the world I am supposed to be ending up. Like, I am uprooting. I am taking myself out of Quebec, Canada, and boom, it's Italy that I'm going to. But like, it's just, I was trying to think of what is the expression of trying to fit like a square piece into a, not fitting. It's, I'm going to leave that right there. I will not make inappropriate jokes. They will live in my mind. But this is the thing. There's reeling it back in. I think the idea of moving to either Italy or France, as amazing as that might seem to some people, if it is not that absolute like excitement, intuitive hit, like bing, 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 you've hit the nail on the head. Like, it is out of obligation of feeling like I need to know exactly where it is, like what city are you going to? Meanwhile, I fully recognize that it sounds nutter butters to be 4 months off from thinking I am going to relocate myself and my young child to a whole other country and not know what that country is. But this is the thing, I refuse now to act out of obligation. If it is not inspiration, and I don't really care what facet of life it is in, if it's not inspired action, then it's just not an action for me to take, and I cannot invest time into trying to fool myself or lie to myself and be fake about this thing that like I already know, like my stomach knows, my little heart knows, everything knows. Maybe one day Italy is the spot. Like I've picked up, like I'm in my 60s now. Boom. We live in Italy now. What? Maybe in my 50s, we're just relocating to France. Who knows? Like that might be on the horizon for me, but right now I'm not going to work so hard at trying to convince myself and put pieces where I do not genuinely believe that they belong. So that's where we are as I I smooth out my bed sheets. This is where we are, March 4th, 2021. And any apologies to both of the countries that I've mentioned because I so desperately want to go. I just don't think that that is where I am heading right now in terms of living situation. And that's the thing, I guess anyone who's tuning into this right now, I would encourage you maybe to just reflect on what in life is done for you out of obligation and what is done out of inspiration. I feel like anything that I put into the world, great, there's a whole plane. Are you gonna pick this up? I don't know. It's a very loud plane. Take me away! Hello? Are we vacationing? Take me to Manarola. I swear, I know this is off topic, but I want to go romantic, like on a romantic escapade to Manarola in Cinque Terre, Italy. I'm just gonna leave that right there. Because if that is something that manifests for me and there is like a romantic love interest that we end up there, they're in trouble. In the best way possible, but I've been thinking about that long and hard. Wow, look at that, 8 minutes. 8 minutes. I've been rambling. Amazing. Inspiration versus obligation. The things that I am putting out into the world, if they are out of obligation, do not hold the energy that I would like for the things that come out of me to hold. I'm like spitting. I'm getting so excited about this. But really, if it is this dutiful kind of like, I guess I have to pick a place. Let me just like pick a place. It just doesn't hold the same energy of like tuning in to my internal guidance and being genuinely excited and motivated to go someplace, to do a thing, to, have the relationship, whatever it is in any facet of my life. Like we're working from an energy of inspiration. That's where it's at. That's what I've been contemplating. And so, again, maybe, what is this, like the 4th time that I've mentioned this is March 4th? It's March 4th. I feel like it's so important to mention the time and date because, it's just me having this little conversation with myself right now. But one day, millions of people are going to be tuning into these wacky and wild videos and be like, wow, she called it. Yo! I'm just tuning into like my higher self, my intuition, my spirit guides, and that, by the way, we are, look at this. Oh, this is the sign we are wrapping up. I have the assurance from my spiritual team that The doors are already open for me. The path is laid out. It says Julie, 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 Julie the whole way through. This whole idea of like pick a place and just like focus on it and have it manifest. They're like, girl, we've got you. We know where we're taking you. Honestly, in meditation or when I tune in, I keep seeing a plane take me like towards Europe. I don't know if that's like actually a thing, but it is literally like, no, you will be on a plane. You are going somewhere. We already know where you're going. Trust, have faith, take the leap. Like, know that all these beautiful, amazing things are coming for you, Julie. And, just like tune in with that inspiration. Obligation is not where it's at. 2021, not out of obligation. No, baby. No. This is a year of inspiration. Imagine if I actually had hair. And that's that. So happy again that you have tuned in, dear, kind, amazing viewer. And these are my little reflections. I am sure to come back with many, many more reflections because I spend so much time reflecting on life. And so with that, I wish you so much love, and I will be back again soon.